everyone, it's Karen. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you guys coming by. I am getting closer every day to a clean room. I don't know if you can see this, but look at all this. I mean, come on, it looks gorgeous. Just don't look that way. Well, it's not that bad. I'm trying. You know, I've got another craft room I gotta clean, and a whole bedroom. And my daughter and son-in-law are here, and we have the nursery that they're dying to start painting, and I certainly don't blame them because I remember, you know, wanting to do everything. And so yeah, so today I just want to do something really quick. I just haven't had time to do anything, and so I'm going to be using these straws, this, whatever this is. And I thought I could pop the back off, but you can't. There's like a ridge. And then I thought, well, maybe I could do it from the front. But no, that won't work either. And I think I've made a mess out of it because now it's all loose. But we are going to work through it. I hope you guys all have nice plans for Mother's Day. I went to my mother's last night for dinner, because there are 5 girls and we each got to take our turn. And she didn't want to go out to eat this year, so we have nothing. I'm sorry, but this is totally not good. Okay, I think I'm ready now. So what we are going to do is make a little American flag kind of hangy thing. I just started trying to pull this off, which is a nightmare underneath. And I can't find my little finger sander things. So I'm just going to pull this off. And I have the sanding paper. I just don't have the little finger sander. So since I don't think I have any stories today, I'm sure you'll all be thrilled. I'm going to put you down and we're going to work on our little flag hanging on the wall thing. Sounds good to me. All right, so let's see if I can do this without... All right, so I did get some of this off, but of course, not all of it came off. And I don't know if you can see, but right here, this ledge, you can't take this out. I don't know. You really can't. And now I'm going to have to glue it in because now it's loose. But we're just going to take as much of this off, and I think I'm going to try and help you. All right, I think that might help. Is that better? Not that I could hear you, even if it was. And that was just a cardboard piece of nothing, so I just threw it away. Not worth saving. I really thought it was wood, but it wasn't. I do have a Glowforge order due tomorrow that I'm going to videotape so you guys can see what it does and see if you'd want to see that again. I never know which end of how the numbers go with sandpaper. This would be so much easier with my little finger sander. I'm sure I'll find it right after. And you really don't have to be too particular because the straws are all going to get put on top of them. So that was different. All right, so we are going to paint the inside. I hope you guys can see it. And I might not paint it because let's not paint it because it's just going to lead to drying time and that stuff. So I'm using these straws, the shiny ones. So what I'm going to do is pick how far, dust all over me now. Pick how far out I want the square for the stars to be and how low. So we're going to cut one and then measure up with the other ones. So I think so. We are talking about wherever my ruler is. Oh, I have my level that has a ruler on it. Or I thought it had a ruler on it, but it doesn't. I will measure it for you later. But basically, you just want a square. So just cut a bunch of your blues the same size as your first one. And I guess you could even just do it to your judgment where you want your blue section, how big you want it to be. So all we're going to do is cut them. I was having trouble getting into the whole 4th of July thing. I think maybe because it's May. But I figured if I didn't do something, you guys were going to leave me again. And I wouldn't blame you because I should have video out every week. And I haven't, and I apologize. But I do have so much going on. I mean, the baby's coming in July. And I got to have my house cleaned and in order for that baby. Can't have, I guess he won't be walking around or crawling right away. But still, you want it to be safe. So I got to get that done. I have a whole bedroom of stuff to sell. And I don't know if any of you guys are interested in anything, but I will probably take you up there, which would horrify my mother, but just so that you can see what's there and see what it is that if anybody would be interested. I have Copic markers. I have, oh, you name it, it's up there. I have a ton of Crafter's Companion stuff. I have some Tim Holtz stuff. I have Cricut stuff. I just have way too much stuff. And don't anybody mention that to my husband because I will deny it. Oh, I'm a little too far on that one. So if you do cut one the wrong size, we have to have little ones for on up at the top, so don't worry about it. This just needs a little bit. But I just walked around the Dollar Tree going, I don't know what to make. So I really just bought a bunch of random stuff. I feel like I can't go there and not buy anything. That would be rude. So I end up buying a bunch of stuff that I really do not need. And, oh, I was there last week. And I'm telling you, I barely touched a couple of things from the shoreline, and the poor woman was working like right beside me, and yeah, I really didn't touch it. I barely touched it, and the whole rack came flying down, and oh my God, it was a nightmare. I felt so bad. So I did help her and tried to get everything, but it was probably the last thing she wanted. So I did say that I did used to work retail and I feel your pain. I did help her. I didn't just walk off. And yeah, so I saw her and she the other day when I went and she threw her body in front of in front of what she was working on. And I said, I told you it wasn't my fault. So I'm not sure she believed me. All right, so we got, I'm not sure if I should do one. I might have to remove one blue. It's still too big. I think I'm just gonna make one more and then we'll go to the small ones. So I'm probably completely out of my viewing area. And then I'm just going to start cutting them to go up here. So I have one that's already been. So, try that. You could probably use a paper trimmer or, I mean, scissors do a perfect job, but if you're looking for something easier, those miter, little miter, what do you call them? Scissors. Those are great except mine got broken, but that's a whole nother story. But I do use those even though they are a little broken. It was just trying to change the blade, and we lost a piece, and now it's kind of clunky, but it works. All right, so there we go. And I'm going to open up the new one. Yep. So this should be a total cost of probably $3, if that. I doubt it, but about $3 is the worst. So you can get 2 for the top out of 1, I think. Maybe not. Maybe that's a good way to decide how big you want your blue section, is by using 1 straw for this part, if you can cut it half and half, which you should be able to. So if I were doing this again, I would make these a little bit bigger so that if you cut the straw, it's right in the middle, and then you wouldn't have any, you know, little pieces left over like I'm going to have. So, lesson learned. The other thing is you want to try and get everything to line up. You know, you don't want all of your stripes going different ways, and that's no big deal to do. I say that, we'll see how big of a deal it is to do. So I wonder, are any of you going anywhere for Mother's Day? I would love to hear about it, because I'm not going anywhere. So if you want to put it down in the comments, and not just Cheryl this time. We need someone else. All right, and let's see. I just was I was in the living room and I stood up and I found this huge tick on the floor, and it was massive, like it had been on somebody for a while. So we will be getting the tick stuff out this weekend, and we probably should have already done it, but Bailey, that's enough. Go right in timeout. Sorry about that. With my daughter-in-law and my daughter and son-in-law, we also have an extra dog with us, which is wonderful. Wonderful. So, okay, so this is where we are at right now. But do you see the straws? We definitely need to get them to all go in order, because they're a mess. So I don't think the stars are going to matter, because I think they'll be good all different, but definitely the stripes. We want them to look a little bit like they belong together. And so you just have to kind of spin it to get it where you need it. So probably, I'm trying to think, the best way to do this would probably be to glue all of the blue in first. And then we'll go from that. So I just have some hot glue here, which I do have water with me. So it's not one of those things that's not an if, but when you burn yourself, because I do it all the time. Stop it. So my dogs are just thrilled to be sharing me with my daughter's dog. But I think it's going to help for when the baby comes. Just having the dog have, you know, to be with us too. Because we were worried about how she was going to take it with the new baby, and all of her attention is not coming from her mom. So we're just kind of gluing this straight down. So hopefully it'll help. But we have a few more weeks to... couple of months actually to keep working. She's due in July, so it's just very exciting. My sister's daughter, she was the first one to... Hey! Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Sorry about that. I could start yelling, but that's not going to help anybody, especially me or you. Excuse me, Bailey? Do you want to go in timeout? Knock it off, or you're going right in timeout. And I don't know if anyone is new here, but yes, she does go to timeout. She does it automatically. The other one, I have to take him in there and make him sit. But, yeah, she's very obedient. Except for right then when I told her to be quiet, and she didn't. All right, so we got our stars in. And I think it's a little crooked. Hang on. There we go. That's good. All right, so this is going to be the part where we have to pay attention because, sorry, glue strings. We want all of the white in a row. And if you have some that are in there tight like this one is, you really don't need the glue. And it would probably be better because you can get the glue under there for other ones if you need it. It's just a thought, not a proven theory. But, see, so now I can, the second one that's a little tight, I'm able to move it and line it up. So what I'm going to do is try and glue, oh, you don't fit, glue every other one. Too many stragglers around here. Like the ones that are tight, I'm going to save for every other one. And I'm going to keep lining up my white. And you can do that just by spinning it. And as you spin it, you can see how these line up. Because I put them in before, and unless you match them, it looks awful. I mean, it doesn't look awful, but it looks so much better when they match. Oh. Glue to fit in there. And just be careful with your fingers. And those little tips that they sell at the Dollar Tree, they don't fit my fingers, but they do help other people that I have spoken with. All right. Let's see. Oh. I lost some. I think I lost a few, actually. This one looks big. This must be good. Yeah. So, I'm sorry, I don't have a story for you. My helper that I hired to help me in my craft room called me and said, oh, my best friend just got engaged and we're going to Vegas. And I haven't heard from her since. So, ow. Oh, see, cold water. That's what you need. And really just try and, before you put it down, try and make sure that you have it lined up where it needs to be. Because that hurts. Especially, I have it's a Shore bonder, but it uses my tool's battery, and it gets hot. It's very good at getting hot. And see, hopefully you can see, I can spin this to get them going the right way. I'm just gonna lift this one a bit. And try and figure this out. There we go. Oh, you're not in yet. It's like, how did I get those crooked? So if anybody, and I realize my viewership is a little low, I'm working on it, would like to see something made, or you're thinking about doing something, and I'd be happy to try it first for you. I'll spend my money so you don't have to. I would be glad to, if there's a tool or something you wanted to try but you weren't sure how it works, I'd be happy to do it for you. I do, if you want to look back, have a couple of things that I did reviews on. I can't remember what all of them are, but if you wanted to just check back some old, videos, there are some back there that I have tried out different things that I think there was one or two things I liked, but there were a couple that I don't understand how they were even made in the first place, because they really made no sense. And that's what my videos were going to be also. I was going to do one day a week to review things. And I thought that would be fun. But then 4th of July was calling my name. And I would really love to do more, but we want to have a 4th of July party, so we're kind of debating that back and forth as to, you know, do we want to do that, where we just had my daughter's shower, bridal shower, and then her wedding reception. We couldn't have anyone to the wedding because of COVID. And then we just had her baby shower, and then she's due in July, but it's at the end. So we're dwelling upon that, trying to figure out if we want to do that. And I'm looking at my dog. She still has not been groomed. I think I told that story, that our groomer, I do the mobile one because I just don't like the other way that they're done. But they say, we'll drop them off at 8 and we'll get to them when we get to them. And I just can't picture my poor baby sitting in a crate all day. So my groomer that came to the house with her little nifty truck, she is no longer doing the truck because it needed repairs that she didn't have the money for, and with the price of diesel gas. And so I totally get it. I'm just bummed out because she was so good to the dogs, and they just love the fact that they're right outside and that they're not gone all day in a crate. And it's mostly because they've never been in a crate that I would go and pick her up, and oh my gosh, it was like she had never seen me before in life. So that's what we're thinking. So I went out and bought the shaver things, and yeah, so we're all set to give it a shot this weekend, because she really looks like, I'll have to show it to you. All right, so here is where we are at. I wish it had glass that I could put over it, but it didn't. And I think I might take a little bit of white chalk paint and kind of just give a little dry brushing here. I wish I had dry paper. That's not good. Oh, there we go. I don't know if I'm a real rustic lover of craft. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I like it nice and bright and clean. And I think I'm eclectic is what I am. So I don't know if any of you guys have a specific way that you decorate, or if you kind of go on the feeling of the day. Because I think that's what I do. However I'm thinking, or if it's a gift, it's who's it going to, and, you know, do they like it? So, oh, that was a lot, Karen. That was a ton on that one. So what you can always do, if you get too much, like over here, just take a wipe. Oops. And these Fisher Price wipes, I don't know if you know that. These right here. Get them at the dollar store. There are 72 wipes on them, and yeah, they're perfect for crafting. So there we go. Lighten it up a bit, and there she is. And it's already got a hanger on it, and I love it. I'm so glad I thought of that while I was sleeping last night, because it is kind of cute. Let's see. So, Okay, let's do that from here. So, yeah, I hope you like it. Sorry this was so rushed, and sorry about that also. Trying to get back with this room back together and then head on to my craft room and actually make some headway over there also. So for, I guess, maybe at $2.20, because I didn't use a full bag, so we're talking, I mean, that's cute for something really quick to zip on and do. And yeah, so I probably will record the project that I need to do with the glow forward. It's over there, that's why I'm pointing, sorry. I'll just tape it, and then since I don't know how to edit, I might just play it and you guys can fast forward through it, and then, or maybe I might go out on a limb here and try editing it. That would be fun. But I just can't handle learning anymore until I get my areas cleaned up. So thank you all very much for coming. I really appreciate it. And if you do like popping by, I'd really appreciate it if you could subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I really would love to get to 1,000 soon, so that I can set a new goal and work on that. And yeah, so if you could like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. If you wanted to share, that'd be going way out there, but I would appreciate it. So I hope everyone has a happy Mother's Day, and I will be back. I better go sit down. I will be back soon, and I really, really, truly appreciate you, for all of you that do watch. And I am working on, I think I'm going to try for Wednesdays and Saturdays for videos and see how that goes. Oh, I did get something at the Dollar Tree, and I can't even take it apart. I just love it. Look at this guy. I mean, I'm not even taking that apart. This is how he's staying. Because we have one of these dachshund dogs. And, yeah, I just love this. So I'm decorating with that guy. But, again, you guys have a great Mother's Day. And I'll be back soon. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.